So pretty much, you know what I'm saying, we need to be rescued. We don't need, you know what I'm saying, to be tore down, you know what I'm saying. I don't need to be sex trafficked or anything like that. Basically, the shelters denied me when I tried to get into the shelter when I first got out of the Montgomery County Jail. They asked me what my plan was at this little church thing, and then they stopped letting me go. So it was a whole bunch of people in there plotting on me, the women in the jail who was doing the church stuff, everybody. And they asked me what my plan was. And I said, well, my plan is to go to the women's shelter. I said I did not want to go to the shelter, but my plan is to go to the shelter, get me a little job, and hurry up and get my son back. You know what I'm saying? And so they used that to plot on me. So when I got out and I tried to go to the Montgomery County Women's Shelter, they wouldn't let me go. They were saying that they was full or whatever. And so I remember I called other shelters and stuff like that, and they was telling me they was full. They was telling me they was full, and I ended up going to different people's houses. So I went to I stayed like a night at a friend's house. I stayed like a few weeks at my sister's house. I stayed a few weeks at a dude house I didn't know. I stayed a few nights in a hotel at first. Then I stayed a month or so in a hotel. You know what I'm saying? But this has been a constant. And at the hotel, they was plotting on me. You know, it was the whole damn shebang. And so I'm coming into people's houses. They know that that's very traumatizing. When someone tries to murder you and your children, that is a traumatizing event and experience, because it wasn't just one night of torture. It was night after night after night of being poisoned and poisoned and poisoned every single night. So there was not and there was wicked things. It was spiritual wickedness as well. You know, first of all, in the spirit realm, there was spiritual wickedness, but also in the physical realm, because they was using their bodies to do things, to poison food and stuff like that. So they was operating in the spirit doing wickedness, and then they was operating in the physical doing wickedness. So for me to have endured 10 months of that, with people having stopped my labor, doctors lying, nurses lying, stuff like that, was very traumatizing for me. So for me to come into someone's home and for them to demand money from me, or demand that I get a job, and then lying about my pregnancy, that was traumatizing on top of that. So I never had anybody to just be like, you know what, she needs help. She needs somewhere where she can just lie down and be cool and be nourished, you know what I'm saying, and seek refuge. So this is what was taking place. So everybody whose house I went into was trying to basically sweep it under the rug. Like, okay, just sweeping it under the rug, and that's very traumatizing or whatever. So, hey, what's up? So, this is what's going on. So, to go into, because I had the whole list, because a lot of this goes back a lot further to some of the things that happened in Atlanta, to some things that happened